General Petraeus and General Odierno, who's taking General Petraeus's place very soon, and that he will understand what's at stake here. And what happens in Iraq affects what happens in Afghanistan. Yes, we need more troops in Afghanistan, but if we'd have failed in Iraq, my friends, the consequences would have spread throughout the region, because the United States would have lost and then left in retreat, and the people in the neighborhood would have accommodated to that situation. And that's a reality. And so I'm happy to tell you we have succeeded in Iraq, and unless we reverse the strategy that's succeeding, we will win this war. But it is fragile, and it must be dictated by, the strategy must be dictated by the situation on the ground, not some artificially, politically inspired schedule for withdrawal as Senator Obama wants to do. My friends, I'd like to end up by saying that everyone have an experience, everything in the right perspective for you. That happened to me last August in Wolfboro, New Hampshire. A woman stood up and said, "Senator McCain, would you do me the honor of wearing a bracelet with my son's name on it, Matthew Stanley?" Matthew was 22 years old. He was killed in combat outside of Baghdad just before Christmas last year. I said I would be honored to wear this bracelet with your son's name on it. And then she said, "But Senator McCain, I want you to promise me one thing. I want you to promise me that you'll do everything in your power to make sure that my son's death was not in vain." And I made that commitment to her and the more than 4,000 other brave families who have made such a huge sacrifice in the cause of freedom. And so, my friends, I want to be President of the United States because I want to honor that commitment, but also because I believe I can inspire a generation of Americans to serve a cause greater than their self-interest. I don't believe there's anything more noble, and I believe that America's greatest days are ahead of us. These are difficult and challenging times. And I have a record of always putting my country first. As some of you may know, many years ago, I was in a prison camp in North Vietnam. And the Vietnamese came to me and said, "We'll allow you to go home early," because my father happened to be a high-ranking admiral. Our code of conduct said that only those go home early in order of capture. There was a brave young Mexican-American by the name of Everett Alvarez who had been in prison a couple of years longer than I had. So I knew I had to refuse. But I had a choice to make, and I put my country first. And I have throughout my life put my country first. Americans are sick and tired of the gridlock. They want us all to join together and fix these problems and secure America and restore our prosperity, which we can do. And I want to promise you this. I've always put my country first. And we may disagree from time to time on a specific issue, and that's healthy, because we Americans need to debate and discuss and come up with the best ways to address the challenges of the future. But as I have all my life, I will always, always put my country first, and I won't let you down. Thank you very much. I need your support, and I thank you, and I'm ready to answer any questions or comments that you might have. Thank you.